Good evening, Matt here with tutorial number 10. This is the debt tab tutorial, part 1 of 2. And just on the dashboard at the front here where we can see our debt status, where we haven't got anything filled out yet for our various mortgage, investment properties, personal loans and credit cards. And then we've got a chart down here as well that we're going to fill in as well. So we'll just navigate to the debts tab. So we can see at the top we've got yellow headers across the top, so all these yellow headers you can change to whatever you want. So I've got fixed investment properties in here because that was our scenario that we're working through with Bruce and Betty, but you can change them to whatever you want. You might have one fixed and one variable mortgage, you might just have one mortgage and then this column would be blank then. So first of all, we're going to put in the interest rate. So this just focuses what we're paying on our debt, so we understand. And then we're putting for the investment properties, I'll just put that down at 4.2. So when you do a bit of research and you check out what you're paying on your mortgage, you might be maybe 4.8 on a fixed mortgage, and we're down at the low threes now. A lot of the high street banks are down at the low threes, so you might want to be looking at talking to a broker and maybe remortgaging. Yeah, start. I'm going to put down, what have we got here? 150, 1, 2, 3 for the fixed mortgage, and then investment properties I'll put in 200 for the investment property mortgage. And then we've got the monthly payments. So these monthly payments are referenced straight from the expenditure tab, so they fill out automatically all the way across from credit cards, personal loans and through to the vehicle finance. So here we'll put in December, so we're just going to punch in a couple of values. You can look at your exact values. We have it on our ING app, that's our mortgages with, so it's very quick for us to look up. Or if you know you're paying 500, you can just put some ballpark figures in per month just to keep a track of it. I'm going to put 149, and then let's say 700, and then 149, 400. In January as well. Same for the investment property. Let's have a look what we've got here. 199, 400, and then we'll do 198, 600. Okay, let's navigate back to the dashboard and I'll show you what's happened there. So now we've got the latest figures in here. So these are the January figures, 149, 400 and 198, 600. Those have been directly transferred through to the debt status tab. If you were going to change your names of your mortgage, fixed or variable, these two here would change. Let's look at our credit cards now. I've put in 2 slots for the credit cards. Hopefully you don't have any. But you might be just starting on your Barefoot journey, you might have 2, you might not have consolidated yet. So I'm just going to put some credit cards in there. Let's put 12%, 10%, and maybe let's say we've got $1,000 on this credit card, and then we can say we've got 2,000 on this credit card as well. So similar as before on your date night, so you can just fill out these on your date night. So what we've got, so that's 750 we're paid off there, and then 500, so down to 500 by January. Same for credit card too, we can just fill this in as well, type straight into the cell, 1750 and 1500. So back to the dashboard. So there we can see now it's totaled up the credit cards. Our current debt for credit card is 2,000. So that's the total that it's given you. And it's dropped in individually, credit card 1 and credit card 2 here. So you can keep a visual track of what they are. If we change those, we can just say, let's call 1 NAB. We'll call another one ING. Back to the dashboard. There you go, it's changed automatically, so the names are coming there, so you can change them to whatever your situation is. So I think that's going to be it for part 1. See you in the next video. Good day or good evening, Matt here with tutorial number 11. This is the Debts tab part 2. So in part one, we introduced our mortgages and credit card into the dashboard. Now we're going to look at personal loans and vehicle finances. So back to the debt tab. So again, on the yellow headers, we can change the yellow headers. So we can call this one, let's call this one NAB loan. Hex on here, or we can call this ING loan. Again, we'll look at the interest rates for 4 there, maybe 5 there. Again, putting in the interest rates just focuses what we're paying on our loan, so we understand, and then we can do something about it, maybe see a financial advisor and work out how best to pay these off or combine them. Year start, again, this focuses so we know where we are. I'm going to put in for the NAB loan, we'll put in 4,000. And then for the ING loan, we'll put in 600. So NAB loan, we now for December, we just deduct off the monthly payment, less a little bit of interest, so that'll be 3750. And then let's do January's as well. So we'll look at 340. And you can see them totaling up below now. So the NAB loan's the latest is 3400, and the current total is 3400. When we start adding in the ING loan, down to 400 and then down to 200. Again, we're totaling up down to the bottom, and then this current total here then moves to the dashboard at the front. So you see now that they've jumped in, the NAB loan and the ING loan have both jumped in now. So Barefoot says we're targeting the lower debts first, so hopefully we'll get rid of the ING loan pretty quickly throughout next year. Back to the debts tab. I've put in 3 columns for vehicle finance in there, depending on the size of the family, the age of your children, things like that. So vehicle finance, again, let's put in some nice round figures, 6, and then we'll just go, Bruce and Bear don't have one actually, because they don't have a monthly payment going in there, so we're just going to leave these at 0 actually. So they just have one vehicle finance loan, and let's call that 2,000 on there, and at $600 a monthly payment. So the December is going to be 1,400, and then January is going to be 800. So again, we can see them totaling through on the bottom. And then that total, we can change the vehicle finance, so we can change the header as well. So we can call this our Nissan. So that just lets us understand what that debt is there. Vehicle finance to what? We'll just call that none, and that none. So then we're going to go back to the dashboard. So we've got the Nissan has gone in, we've got 800 bucks remaining on the Nissan, the ING loan, we've got 200 bucks remaining, NAB credit card 500, ING credit card 1,500, and then we've got our totals through here, so personal loan total, and then vehicle finance total remaining. So that's it for inputting your debt, quite simple really.